Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, here at Uganda Vision, we support all Ugandan communities that take place here in the UK and in diaspora. But coming up next is a lady called Josephine. She's the event organizer of Life and Hope charity fundraising that's taking place on the 18th of April at Mama Jumbe's in East London. Josephine is going to explain to us exactly how the event is going to go, the cause of the event, and how it was run from last year. As we say, charity begins at home. Let's support one another. Enjoy.
Hello viewers. We're here today with Jojo, Lady Boss, to discuss her wonderful charity event on the 18th of April in East London, Forest Gate, at Mama Jumbe's. It's to raise money for a charity in rural East Africa, and we're going to ask her all about it today and learn more about the cause. Jojo, welcome to the studio. It's lovely to have you here.
Hi Mel, thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. Now please, do tell us more about this wonderful charity.
I represent the charity Life and Hope. It's a Ugandan youth-led charity. We'll be having a nice, fantastic event. And
when is that?
On the 18th of April here at Mama Jumbe. It starts 4 p.m. So we look forward to the event.
And what do we have to look forward to? What will the event hold?
Oh my God, we've got fantastic program. We've got a lot of friends in the music industry, in the Ugandan community. Yeah, we do have a fantastic lineup of musicians. We do have comedians. We've got dancers. We've got food. We have entertainment. We've got poetry. It's going to be a fantastic.
So I heard a little secret.
Okay.
I heard that there's going to be a kissing booth.
You will have to wait and see. I mean, I just said I gave you all I have. We have fantastic entertainment. We have fantastic raffle draws. We have fantastic auctions.
Well, my sources are pretty solid.
Kissing may be one of it.
My sources are pretty solid, Miss Jojo. Yes, Lady Boss. I'm just saying. I heard what I heard.
Well, there you go. So
well, we look forward to finding out who's right.
I do too. I do too. It sounds good.
So Jojo, what more can you tell us about the event? How did you get involved?
Life and Hope, I first got involved with the charity last year. They contacted me and asked me if I could represent them in Europe, so I became their global ambassador, if you like. So we worked on getting the charity established in England. And yeah, so we've taken it from there. I work with them anyway. I've been following their work in Uganda, which is amazing. They do amazing work with the youth, the schools, primary schools, secondary schools. They work with a lot of youth from slums. They work with communities in Kampala, cleaning the city. It's just amazing work. I mean, you know, it's socially conscious charity, so that's the kind of stuff that gets me going. So I was just glad.
That sounds absolutely marvelous. So Jojo, is there anything that myself or the viewers can do to help you with this venture? Because it sounds so noble and so useful to our community in a realistic, practical way. What can we do to help this become as successful as possible?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question, because we're always looking for ways communities can get involved and partner with us to support the charity. Like, as we said, we're trying to establish this worldwide, internationally, and we're going to need support for, you know, from local communities, from members of the public, from, you know, community businesses. We do have a Facebook page and the Twitter. Facebook, Life and Hope Uganda, and Twitter, Life and Hope UG20. So we do encourage people to contact us through those avenues and register as a volunteer. We've got some people, you know, I'm glad to have some Londoners already registered onto the initiative. So I hope to get some more. I'll be having forms, volunteer forms on the 18th of April for people to fill in. We got a fantastic submission from the last year event we did. with the clothing drive. So, you know, that's the kind of drive we want to continue, collecting contacts. Don't wait for us to find you. If, you know, I mean, there's a lot of activity on our Facebook page. Just, you know, log on, like the page, and keep in touch.
It sounds marvellous. I mean, we're all so excited to be a part of it. I will certainly be there on the 18th of April.
Thank you.
And I'm sure our viewers will be too.
Bring everyone.
We intend to.
It's going to be worth it.
We intend to.
Yeah.
So Jojo, I have been involved in charity events in my life before, and I know they are far from easy. There's a lot that can go wrong. There's a lot of pressures.
Yeah.
What challenges have you come face to face with as you try to make this work?
Yeah, any event, if you plan an event, is not easy to pull off successfully, let alone a charity event. So for me, the challenges are mainly around, you know, getting help that we need. I mean, these are real people, these are real causes. We have, I feel very close to this particular project of this charity this year, the health drive to train first aid to rural communities. I mean, it's about, I think the statistics, 80% of Ugandan communities have no hospitals, and those hospitals, if they are available in these communities, people have to walk 30 miles to reach them. Now, you can work out for yourself mortality rates, what that means for someone's survival. And we're not talking huge incurable diseases. Some of these are simple diseases that can be cured if someone knows how. Lives can be saved if someone knows how to administer first aid.
And how will you be helping the community do that? How are you going to make sure that they have that assistance so they know how to help each other?
Well, the plan is the charity has a program, and with resources allowing, which is why it's important for people to come up and help us, like raise this much needed money to support this cause. I mean, we've already run focus groups, so we know where the need is, we know those areas. So now what we need money so that we can pay for like professional health workers to come with us and train. The plan is to train about 100 youths, and then we will be dividing them into 6 groups of 15, and get these people into villages and get them working with the health workers to train the people in that village. So it all centers around training the youth in these places, identifying who is willing to come up and participate. And once we do, we're working with local authorities. In Uganda, they are called LCs. So we work with them to rally the communities to come along to our sessions.
It's fascinating that you've decided to focus on the youth in order to make this initiative work. In my opinion, I would say because youth are more valuable and it's easier to teach them things, but also because it is the youth who we're trying to target, because at the end of the day, the children are the future of the community. And I think that's quite beautiful that you've understood that. A lot of the times in African communities, people are always targeting the adults, and they're yesterday, whether we like it or not. That's the reality of it. We're yesterday. The point is, it's the younger ones that we need to focus on in order to make our community productive.
Yeah, I mean, it's
beautiful
it's part of our mission as well. This is a youth charity. It doesn't mean we don't engage other age groups.
Yeah, of course not.
But like, mainly, we're working with the youth. It's one of our missions to have them socially conscious. I mean, we want them to realize, to worry about your neighbor. Is someone okay? Where, you know, you've got this, but do people know? And one of the programs we have is one of our skills-led program engages or educates the youth through their own personal skills. So if you're good as an artist, and you know, we run sessions for art, you know, lovers or things like that. So someone who doesn't will come along to that workshop or session and then benefit from someone who is excellent at art. So this is the beauty of that. So we want the youth to really get involved in the local communities, as you know, just as I'm an equal stakeholder in Uganda, they are too. So you know, we want their voice to, we want them to realize their voices are important and they can be listened to, and you know, with the right guidance, and they can achieve bigger and better things for their own communities. I think we need to keep in perspective the things that you and me take for granted. You know, our life issues are really, when is the last time you saw your GP? How easy is it for you to call out every morning if you wished?
Last time I saw my GP, it was his birthday. So, you know, we only went there for cake. Yeah, I have a question. If we are going to discuss GPs and health in general, how are you guys going to discuss, address the HIV and AIDS epidemic in the youth in that community while you're dealing with this?
You know, I'm glad you bring it up, because it is actually part of this program as well, the health drive. Again, in you know, rural communities, we from our focus groups, we're finding a lot of people don't know how to prevent the spread of HIV. Now everyone knows it's an incurable disease, but like from where I'm living now, or where I come from,
it's preventable.
It's very preventable, or it's very manageable. So, but like in villages, you find like the young people there don't really know much about it because it's still taboo. You have HIV, you have AIDS, you're dead, and that's your sentence. So we want to, you know, as part of this program, we will be talking to them about, you know, preventing and also looking after themselves. Should you find yourself infected, stop the spread. Here's how you look after yourself. So yeah, it's real life stuff.
But you know, I mean, it is incredible. To summarize, from what I understand, is that you're going to be teaching people how to resuscitate each other, how to, you know, how to, you know, the whole staying alive thing that we've always seen on TV. They didn't get to see that. So just teaching people how to resuscitate one another.
Kampala is one big fish, and like everyone knows, because almost every corner there's a tassel, you know. There's which is an AIDS clinic or something like that. So that's all well and good, but like when you come away from Kampala, you don't even need to go very far from Kampala to find that. You know, that people don't have. If you don't have a TV to see what's, you know, being programmed on TV about AIDS, when you don't have parents or social workers or health workers talking to you about, you know, AIDS, you don't really know anything about it, because it's a myth to these people. It's really a bad thing. So you have it, you have a death sentence.
So basically, to summarize, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be teaching people basic first aid, like resuscitation. You're going to be teaching people basic first aid, like keeping wounds clean so people don't get infected. You're going to be teaching people how to maintain health until you get to a clinic. So, because a lot of the hospitals are 3 to 4 hours away. And you're also going to be teaching people how to not only prevent the spread of HIV, but to manage it if they do happen to become
if you have it, there's no point.
So you're just going to be
pretending you don't.
So you're going to be teaching people how to manage their lives as healthily and as positively as possible. And I can't think of a greater cause. In my opinion, you know, this is one of the most wonderful things that could happen to rural Uganda, and I would love it to be in rural Africa in general. So hopefully at some point, once, you know, you've got this under your belt, you can move on to the rest of Africa and try and save the world.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You look like the saving the world kind of girl, if you ask me. I think you've got that in you.
Saving the world, one village at a time.
Thank you so much for being here, Jo. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for
and we hope to see you soon. And there you have it, the wonderful Lady Boss, and such an inspiring cause. I can't wait to be a part of it. I'm sure you feel exactly the same way. Tickets are just £10, going to have singers, dancers, poetry. It's going to be spectacular. Let's all do our part for our country, for our people. I hope to see you there. I'm Melinda Nampima. See you soon. Bye.